Hello there folks and welcome back to the Neil Robertson Pro career on Snooker 19. Today it is time for part 29 of Season 3 and part 146 of the series as a whole. And before we start the Betway UK Championship, I have got a proposition for you guys. Now I've been thinking about this a little while now and I think we ought to go long matches in every tournament. Now of course there will be a few exceptions. There'll be a few tournaments that won't be long matches. Obviously the shootout won't be. The Gibraltar Open, because that's so low in terms of prize money, and probably the Paul Hunter Classic as well. But every other tournament, I think we ought to start playing long matches, because I think it would really give us a better chance against these top players, the Mark Allens of the world, the Ronnie O'Sullivan, Judd Trump, Mark Selby, etc, etc. Because when we played against Ronnie O'Sullivan, even in a best of 7 last time out, I feel like we didn't get the chance to get into the match, which is one of the limitations with the medium match lengths. And I think with the longer match length, sure, it might take longer to get through tournaments and seasons, etc, etc. But I think if we go a lot further in tournaments, and I think a longer game, much like a longer race in Formula 1, gives more interest, because there's more variety of what can happen. We can't just knock 3 frames past Mark Allen and call it a day, and he can't do the same as well. But let me know what you think about that down in the comments, and I'll make a decision after this tournament. Of course, this tournament and the next tournament, I'm doing all the Home Nations tournaments, so the Scottish Open as well, and the Dafabet Masters will all be long matches, so we've got plenty of time as a collective to think about whether we want to go for long matches for the tournaments that come after, so the German Masters, Coral World Grand Prix, etc, etc. But in today's match, we are playing, funnily enough, again, against Mark Allen. But before we get into it, let's have a look at the matches that have preceded this in the last 128, 64 and 32. Now in the first round, the last 128, we played against Reece Clark, a player we hadn't played against before, and we beat him quite safely in that medium match by 3 frames to nil, a highest break of 67 there. And then it was a very tight match, to be honest, against Andrew Higginson. We got a highest break of 97, couldn't quite get the last red and get on the colour. That means we only got a break of 97, but still it was good. But Andrew Higginson played well, and if it was a shorter match like it was in the English Open, we could well have been out. We went 2-0 up, so I thought this would be another 3-0, but no, Andrew Higginson brought it back to 2 each and had a really good spirited effort. But luckily, obviously, we're here today, so we beat him in the decider. And then in the last match, it was a little bit more simple. Mark Davies only scoring 9 points in the 3 frames, a highest break of 121 from us, and that means we won the match by 3 frames to nil. So let's focus now on our competitive record against the Pistol Mark Allen, a player who we have played against already a lot this season. We've played against him 4 times already in Season 3, and we have a record that is equal to 2 frames apiece, I suppose, 2 matches apiece. We beat him in the Shanghai Masters quarter-final by 6 frames to 2, and also in the European Masters by 3 frames to nil. But we have gone out of 2 of the last 3 tournaments against Mark Allen by a score of 3 frames to 1. So a much longer match today, a best of 11, and hopefully we'll get the measure of him. We did beat him in that longer match in the Shanghai Masters, of course, but in the quarter-final of the Dafabet Masters, we also beat him. However, in the Betfred World Championship in Season 1, we lost to him in a decider, the best of 25 match. That was a cracker. And we also lost against him in the Dafabet Masters final of Season 1. So we've never played against him in the UK Championship, and we're going to do that today. I'm very excited because we didn't play the UK Championship on camera in Season 2 because we got knocked out in the last 64 by Michael Georgiou. So I certainly wanted to make sure that didn't happen again against Andrew Higginson. But in Season 1 also, we only made it to the last 16 of the Betway UKs. We got knocked out by Ronnie. I have a feeling that was by 3 frames to 1. So we've never really gone far in this tournament. A huge prize pot, of course, 170,000 for the winner, which would be huge for us. And it's quite key in this event, certainly in comparison to a few events that we've played previously. We've got no money to lose here. We only made the last 16 in Season 1. So, if anything, we will equal the prize money. We've got anything on this last 16, any progression that goes further than this, will lead to extra prize money. I'm really excited though. I like these long matches. I tend to only do them for a few tournaments, but I really think that, especially now as we're going a little bit longer into the series, and there's you hardcore guys who watch the series still, I feel like longer matches would be a good strategy. But Mark Allen already has left a little bit of a chance. We're going to play the red and then hopefully go onto the cushion, hit the red, and then line ourselves up for the black. That was a good shot. So a good starter there. Not the best break off from Allen, and we've got a good chance in this frame.
No real problem here.
Of course, long matches actually replicate what happens in real life as well.
8.
This is the full matches. It's a little bit awkward. Oh, I didn't realise. Of course, the black doesn't go. That was a bit of a mistake, but we're in early here. Just got to keep our focus, and hopefully we can get something in this first frame, gonna it? Screw back off this yellow and try and go for the red on the side cushion.
He's taking on the yellow.
And if we line this up correctly, it should be quite a straight shot. We did hit the brown on the way through, but we hit it with a little bit more power, so that's absolutely fine. We've even got the chance of the red to the middle pocket. I'm not going to take that on. I feel like we can leave that for later. We're going to take on this... do we? No, you know what? I'm going to go with what was first shown to me. I'm going to go with this red because there's just a risk of leaving a longer pot on if we go for that red because the black's not on
12.
to that one pocket. So we'll go back on our decision. But equally, if we screw back off this blue and go for the red on the opposite side cushion, then we can get to the black. Of course, the black will go from that side, but we didn't want to be right on the cushion. That's not ideal, but I suppose it's okay.
He's taking on the pot along the cushion.
These are awkward. These can always go out the pocket, but it's there. But anyway, but dead straight on the black, really. And that's what we are, unfortunately. So we're going to have to use a bit of right-hand side to get on the red, which isn't ideally positioned anyway, to be quite honest. But we should be okay. Not a big fan of playing side, but we were fairly straight on that black, so there wasn't much of a risk we getting the power bar wrong. Can never judge how quickly that's going to come off the cushion, but we judged that quite well, actually.
26.
Luckily, we're not dead straight on the black, so we can get on the red. But after this red, we definitely need to focus on opening up the pack. We're taking the opportunities that have been there. But after this red, we need to sort of get half ball on the black, and then...
33.
Is it half ball? I don't know what the phrase is. But basically in a position to open up the reds. Pretty much parallel to that red, to that black. Not straight on the pot, but fairly straight up to it, and then that gives us an angle to go into the reds. And we're going to have to go for an effort which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. We'll play with some side here, just to try and get the maximum impact.
That's not the best split.
I don't think we're on anything though here, unfortunately. Could be wrong. No. That's a shame. It's a real shame because it puts us in a spot of bother now, actually. Guess the best thing to do is play thin on this red. I don't think it will go. Play thin on the red and just try and get it back up to the bulk cushion. Play even thinner than that and just see... No, I mean, we had to go even thinner to get the pot. But as you can see, we've got the ball back up to bulk. And I think that we've not left anything obvious on. I think the pink blocks, maybe it doesn't. Well, he's going for this red. This is a little bit awkward and he's missed it.
No, not quite. Pretty close though, but that won't provide any solace.
So we get away with that split, but as you can see, they're all lined up really nicely if we can get the right side of them. So we got a little bit lucky there, got a little bit of luck. But equally, we got some torrid luck for playing the positive play in the first place, so... It's usually the case, I believe, anyway. If you play positive snooker, you tend to be rewarded. Right, now we're going to be a fair way up the table here, but one of these reds will go. This is the beauty of having them all in a line. None of them are blocking each other. The pink's the only problem with getting to a few of these. And that wasn't cued brilliantly, but I think we can still knock one of these reds in. Not going to go for that one up bulk, because it doesn't go. Don't want to really disrupt the pack either here, so... I feel like that's going to hit the red, isn't it, on the way through. So this is awkward.
He fancies this red.
Oh, we've underhit that.
Excellent pot.
But it's okay.
That's great cue ball control.
I was
Excellent
happy to come off the
position.
cushion and actually position ourselves to the black, but it's okay. Actually nice and straight on this bleach blue. So it's a good start to this first frame against Mark Allen.
Taking on the long pot here.
Of course, the pistol not registered a single pot yet.
Long pot. 12.
And it would be a good time to regain our form this tournament. Best of 11, of course, far longer than a best of 7. A lot more time to get into the match, but well, it seems we've woken up straight away today, which is fantastic.
20.
Although it could have gone very wrong in this frame after the initial split.
They'll want this to drop into the centre pocket. Tremendous shot.
Great technique. Superb cueing.
21.
I think you just know, don't you, when you're playing well. But we're not going to quite get on our high horse just yet. End of the day, it's only one frame.
So, just this black needed.
You heard David Hendon. I'd always like one to go and say David Gilbert. Goodness knows why. But as Hendon said there, it was just the one red needed. We got it. And sorry, it was just the black we needed. And we got it. And it took 2 visits. We were a little bit unfortunate with the initial split. But Mark Allen went for an ambitious pot.
29.
Didn't get it. I mean, if he'd have got that, he'd have been in a similar position to us. It was that opening pot. If he got that, you have to say maybe end of frame. But luckily for us,
36.
we've registered the first blow. No particular break building objectives here. Just want to get comfortable with the table. It's always important in a match. You might think it's a video game. You think, what are you on about? But not necessarily every table plays differently. That's not what I'm trying to get at. But in every playing session, you have to get used to the table. Alright, I want to try and avoid the red here, but equally don't want to hit it too hard. Try that. No, we've hit the red, but that's absolutely fine. We've cannoned into it and lined ourselves up for the other one. It's not the best position, a little bit tight. Oh, we've underhit that, actually. Want to clean up our act on that in the next few frames, because that would be a disaster. But he'll concede this frame, and we take a 1-0 lead. Of course, this is the first of 2 parts. We're not playing all 11 frames today, don't worry about that. We'll play the 4 frames, get up to the mid-session interval, and then go for the final set of frames in the next episode. So very similar to the way we did the Shanghai Masters. That seemed to work well. We don't want to get too complacent yet. At the end of the day, we've only won 1 frame, and he's missed that red. I could see that from the start. It had a peculiar angle, and well.
Free ball. So after the foul, what's he going to do?
Do we play him with a free ball? Because that red is a tempter. No, I'm going to force him to retake that shot. Might get a good safety this time. But I just don't think the free ball gave us that many opportunities. And could have left us in a spot of bother as well. So there's only really the one red we could target, and the free ball would have to be one of the free bulk colours. So it would have to take a lot of skill manoeuvring on our part. But this is a good start so far. Again, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. It's a good safety from Mark. Very clever.
Looks pretty safe here.
Whatever you do, don't hit the blue. Oh. Well. We wanted to avoid the red coming back up the tail, but completely disregarded that the blue was there, and he's got his first pot of the day. But there's not that much of an opportunity here.
He'll be fuming about that.
Especially when he's played like that.
3.
Oh, he's hit the red again. On his way back up, and, well, he's not got away with that. He's left us a potting chance.
That's not the best shot I've seen. Mark Allen, 3.
There's certainly a chance to take away some points from Allen here. I don't think it's a frame-winning opportunity. I suppose you just never know what can be developed. Just try and dent his confidence. He's a player that's, of course, got good form against us, but hasn't started brilliantly here. I can just tell that by the accuracy of safety shots, etc. It's not been too great from Mark Allen's point of view. And unfortunately, the cheap blue's been moved, so as it's been coined on Snooker 19 now. Shame that pink doesn't quite pass, because that would be a nice get out of jail free clause. But it's a very simple shot here, just to play on the green.
Into the right corner.
And a straight screw back. Yeah, I think I was going to potentially target the red up bulk. But no, we'll leave that a little while. We'll get this one wrapped up first. And we want to get the one
11.
by the black gone, because that is a little bit of a pain in the bum. So if we line ourselves up fairly straight, this needs to go as well. These are a little bit nasty, but it's just about wriggled in. That could have gone wrong.
12.
Position on the blue's not the best either, to be honest here. So get this red up bulk gone. Just means if we do make a mistake later in the frame, we can go back up to bulk without too much of a risk.
15.
Question is... Yes, I know what I'm going to do. Just thinking about how we get on our next red. I want to get the blue out of the way, but obviously that's far less important than getting on a red next time out. So if we play the green... There we go. Should be safely lined up for the pot.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
So here it'd be great just to screw back and play for the black. I didn't think about this actually.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
Yeah, tap the pink. That's okay actually. That's giving us a bit of an opportunity.
20.
Wasn't quite planning for that to happen like that, but sometimes it just works like that. So we'll play the pink. I'm just going to make sure this red does go. If it doesn't, then our plan is foiled. I'd rather know now, though. So we've got to get good angle on it, which is going to be tricky from this position, but we're just going to have to hope for the best. We've overhit that quite a way. Can we even get to it? That's the question. And the answer is yes. Ooh, I think we can get to this pot.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
And it's there. What a pot. Well, the only red we'd have left on is the one that we were going for anyway.
Wonderful.
But how do you get on a red from here? I think we just call it a day in this break. Don't want to quite hit it that hard. Hopefully get a snooker, but if not, play at least a good safety shot. I just can't see without a very highly ambitious shot how we're going to get onto a red next, but
He's got it.
that's a good shot. We got the snooker in behind the brown.
Robertson, 27.
And he's going into these, well, we've a lot of power there. And he's given us an opportunity, so that
He's got out of the snooker.
strategy was definitely a lot better than anything else we would have played, because there's no doubt that we wouldn't have been able to split the reds that well if we'd have gone into them.
1.
Just got to make sure we take this opportunity, though. I don't really want to play this with that sort of power.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Oh, it's there. Thank God.
That's a great pot.
He's playing very well.
We didn't have to actually play it with that much power. Could have played it with a bit less, but go for the pot to the middle now, we know. Get this blue-black back on its spot as well, please. But we're doing okay at the moment. This is good to see. Good start to this match. Maybe didn't consider that one so well. This is awkward now. Black goes here, but it's far too thin to confirm we were going to get a pot. And go for the blue, but equally, there's one part which is nasty, which is the pot. We don't want to play this at too much power, and then there's the position. But you know what, let's just go for it.
Pop this into the left corner pocket.
So blue's there, and we've also got the position.
What a wonderful
It wasn't an ideal shot to go for, but to be honest, there wasn't really much better we could have gone for there. Yeah, black's okay. Been plenty of occasions where we haven't looked for, oh yeah, it'll go, and then, oh,
50.
maybe it won't. What about this red by the pink? That's a problem ball, that really, there. But equally, what else can we go for? Could have come unstuck here. Guess we just try and split the red and the pink up and hope for the best. And, well, the best hasn't occurred there. It's left a half chance, I suppose.
22.
Maybe a plant there, but I don't think so. I don't fancy that at all. So half chance in this red, but the main goal here is to get this somewhere near to the bulk cushion. We've actually over-screwed that, which... not over-screwed, sorry, overdone that with the spin, which is a surprise. But we've not left anything on.
22. He's looking to play
So that's okay. So he's 50 behind his Mark Allen with 67 to go, so we're not quite there yet. Goodness me, look at how he's managed to get all these balls wrapped up down there. This is awkward though. Could play a spin shot like that, but I think safety is probably the best thing to do at the moment. So just up and down the table. We know we can't really leave anything, so we've got that security. But we've worked hard in this second frame, so it'd be a pity if we couldn't get it. I thought he might have gone for the pot there, but goodness me, he's now left 4 balls down there. This makes it a bit of a nightmare, especially if we can't get to the red. It's still not much of an issue. The reds that are currently there block the pocket. But can he now see past them? I think he can.
That's a shocker.
Yep, I agree.
The safety battle continues.
But he's still going with the safety. Maybe he wasn't confident of a pot there. Oh, well, these reds just block the pocket, don't they? This is tricky. Fancy this though. It's a half chance.
He's taking the red on.
Nope, not quite, but we got the safety. This got a very good line to it. This has got a good line. Not quite got the length. Just a shame that 1 ball's left, because that's the only ball he can get on. I think we'd snookered him else, but where's this cue ball going? And he's gone in off.
Neil Robertson, 4.
He's elected to play on here.
Wow. It's an extra 4 points for us, but I'm going to have a try at this half chance.
He's tempted by this red.
Get back up the table if it goes wrong. Ooh.
Close, but not quite.
So Mark Allen's got a chance now. Our saving grace is, well, all of the other balls are a nightmare to get to.
This is tough.
So he's going for the pot. He's got it.
Great shot. 1.
Question is, how does he go on the next red? Might go for that one on the cushion, which I thought he might. Might have to be a snooker's job here, though.
14.
Interesting. So he goes for that one to the middle.
And
It's
in
there.
goes.
It was a tight pot, though.
15.
Now, how on earth does he get on those reds? Maybe he's playing a plant, I'm not sure.
Professional shot.
19.
No, just a... I thought he'd been so jammy he'd put those in then. But actually, he's left this on. If he'd have put that red in, it'd have been so jammy it'd be unbelievable. But this red will go a long way towards us winning the second frame, and it's there.
Shot that is.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
1.
So it was an effort from Mark Allen. It was always going to be tricky when the balls were like that to get back into the frame. Do sympathise with his position, but
8.
bit of a peculiar shot to play, knowing that you just weren't going to get on them at all.
9.
This is a good start, isn't it? 2 out of 2. Excellent.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
Great technique, superb cueing.
I'd expect a reaction from Mark at this
Just
point,
now.
but would like to walk out of this session with a 3-1 lead. That would be ideal.
Nicely onto the green.
Forgot how much I miss these long matches, though. Because 7 frames in the Northern Ireland, well, that's not really a long match, just almost a final, really, on medium
Well, it
difficulty.
goes. Half a chance. 23.
This is really tricky.
But we're queuing well.
Fabulous pot.
It's a good sign.
28. Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Just want to make sure we don't go in off here. That's worked out a bit awkward, but
34.
it'll be good practice at least. It's okay, actually, in the end. And a great start for us. We take a 2-frame lead.
41. And the frame, Neil Robertson.
Maybe we should have played medium-length matches now. Another frame here, we'd have won the match.
Thank you. The third frame, Mark Allen to break.
At least not such a bad break this time, but he's left a chance again. One I don't really fancy the look of. Particularly getting on the black ball from there, that would be a tricky one to just put that red back into the pack. And force him to play a safety, but that's a nice one. Shame it just didn't skim the brown there. Very light touch, take the paint off it, because that would have been a good chance. But where is this red going? Right over the pocket, but as the... No, the yellow hasn't blocked our path to it. I thought that he'd managed to block it, but obviously not.
Lots of power on this shot.
So we've got to take it on. Position was never great, but we had to take that on. There's no other option.
1. Not an easy one, but...
Going to be tricky this, but I hope to play the green here and get back down the table for the red. And it looks like we've got the pace, and that's not worked out badly at all. In fact, we couldn't have played that any better. We're on somewhat of a charge, aren't we, at the moment? Right, let's not get straight on this black. The last thing we want. So let's hope our strategy, which doesn't work in frame 1, works here. Problem is we're not quite hitting the middle of that pack, but we'll have to see. Hopefully this goes nicely.
The split looks good to me.
We split them twice, and that little final nudge has just pushed a few reds away, so good shot there. This is a good opportunity to take a free frame lead in what has been a brilliant start for us. Mark Allen will be scratching his head thinking, hang on a minute, is this bloke I beat in the last few tournaments? What's happened to him? Where's he gone? But all of our recent matches against Mark Allen have been very much one-sided affairs. Even when we beat him, it's been pretty one-sided. Bit annoying that black doesn't go, isn't it? Or does it? I don't think it does. Well, lo and behold, I think it does.
That's a good split. He's got a real chance here.
I don't see how that was a split, but fair enough.
21.
I think this black does go. In fact, I'd definitely say it does. Tight shot, mind. Oh, it's tight, though. It is tight. Nah, I don't fancy it, to be honest. Because we could have just got our judgment wrong and then we'll be slapped in the face. And I feel it'd be a frame-winning chance for Mark. So we're just going to play the yellow there. And we knew we could get decent position coming off the cushion.
23.
But line ourselves up for a similar shot again, unfortunately, if we play that. Utilising the cushions well today, I have to say, it's something we rarely do.
That's a top shot.
Great cueing.
24.
I do think that black does go, but I just don't want to take the risk. Because it could well, obviously, well, yeah, obviously, it would be end of break. And secondly, it would just give Mark Allen a really good chance in this frame, which of course we don't want to give him. Can use the blue though now because the red's been wiped out the way, which means the view to that ball is unobscured.
30.
If this is straight, we can get this silly red out the way, and then there's no disputing that the black will go.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
But it's been a rare occasion that Mark Allen's got out of his chair in this match so far. I've shocked myself with how well we've started, but that could all crumble. End of the day, you can have good foundations, etc., but got to back it up with good match play. Might have overhit that. That needs to pull up. It's okay.
36.
I'm going to play the blue here. Position's just much more favourable, but there's that risk of missing, so this could go wrong. But it's there.
Great shot. 41.
I'll tell you something, from the opportunity at the start of the frame, if you'd looked a few shots later and saw this opportunity, you'd think, bloody hell, how's he managed that? Right, go for the long red after this. Just need to make sure we screw it back adequately. That's too much, actually.
49.
Just drop this red in then. Was going to go for this, the bulk pocket, but now we're just going to drop this into the middle. It's okay. Now, unfortunately, the pink is our best chance here, and I don't want to put the pink back on its spot. So green ball it is. Getting away with a few liberties now, I have to admit. We've overhit that. That might be the last liberty we get away with. Look at the position of this cue ball. Look at that position.
53.
And that's not the best at all. But I'm going to take the long pot on.
This is no gimme.
To risk. We're out of position. Need to work on getting it back. And that's a tremendous pot from there.
Great positional shot. He'll be happy with that.
54.
Great form today. Sorry about that. Not a nature call. More of a dog call. Which I suppose is a call of nature. But not that type of call of nature. But we very nearly mucked that one up. I hope that little break hasn't completely mucked our form up.
Tough shot coming up.
But based on that shot, we're okay. But where's this cue ball going to finish up? I tell you what, we are running out of position here.
57.
It's an easy enough safety, I suppose, but we need to be careful.
He's played that very well.
Neil Robertson.
It's just needed the colour to win the frame, and that job has been made slightly easier. Tough long pot on the red to secure it. Certainly don't want to start prattling around with playing for any side anyway at this point.
This red.
Give it a go. And it's there. What a shot.
That should be it.
It was fairly straight, luckily, but unbelievably, I mean, I surprised myself when I play this well, and I shouldn't really, because we've definitely got the ability to play this well. We lead Mark Allen by 3-0, so we're definitely going to go in with a 3-1 lead, at least, into this interval. Wouldn't it be great to take a 4-frame lead? That would be real dominance, but we've got to get through that frame first. But Mark Allen is a player bereft of confidence, so hopefully we can keep it like that. What a great start this has been.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it.
As I said earlier, we've never got past this stage of the UK's.
14.
So any way we do get past would be huge in terms of our prize money. Of course, I accept it's not all over yet. I'm not getting that complacent, but especially if we take a 4-frame lead, it's undeniable that, I mean, matches are never decided in these first 4 frames. I get that, but it would go a long way towards deciding this match, that's for certain. Be a big comeback from 4-0 down. Would have to win 6-1 from there.
Well, he's
Tricky red. But it's there. We're potting just about anything today.
23.
That pink's a pain in the bottom.
$28.
Which means we're going to play the green to the middle.
Just the colours left now.
Oh, we've underhit that quite significantly. That means we're not on the green at all. Doesn't matter though. Try and play a double it. Don't think it'll work, but does it matter? Tell you what, it wasn't far off. It was not far off, but Mark Allen will concede there. And frame by frame, we're chipping away, and this has been an excellent start to the UK's.
Frame conceded. Frame, Neil Robertson.
That is the frame.
Mark Allen just hasn't woken up yet.
Frame.
He's had, what, 25 points so far? So we're going to try and continue that. We're always good at our break-offs. We don't tend to leave much of an opportunity, but if he plays a few good safety shots, who knows? Ooh, is it the brown? And again, this is another opportunity. It's not the best, and it's, well, it's tight, but need to be careful about overhitting this. Could go in off, and oh, that has been overhit. We've overhit it to such an extent that luckily it's okay.
1. Well, he's playing this into the
Go
left
for the
middle
pink.
pocket. Excellent pot.
Not positioned it perfectly here, but it's okay. Will the black go past these reds? Always worth a look. The answer is no on this occasion. So that's okay. Want to get fairly straight then on this blue. See, from overhead it feels like the black's got a chance of going, but as you can obviously see, it's nowhere near. That pink's gone on the brown spot though, because the pink spot had been taken before. That's why we had a chance to get in the pot, but that has been overscrewed.
13.
That's a bit of a problem. Is this a tighter pot than we'd first imagined? Definitely.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
We got it covered though.
That's an excellent pot.
He's cueing extremely well here.
I agree, we're having a great start. I can't even say it's a great start now, you know, we're at the fourth frame.
So, this pot into the right corner.
And if Mark Allen doesn't win this frame, it's crisis time for him really if he wants to get through.
Excellent shot.
He seems full of confidence at the moment.
This is tricky though. Definitely didn't want to be faced with this.
Just wants this pot to drop.
Be amazing if we get both pot and position. And pot's not worked out.
He'll want to try and tighten
We had got position, but it was tricky from there, as I said, but we had to go for it really. So this could be Mark Allen's first chance to salvage something out of this mini session. Well, it's not a mini session, is it really? But the first session at least. The first 4 frames. He'd do well to play the blue and maybe open up the reds from here. He's got nothing to lose.
That's really opened the table up here.
Goodness, I thought he'd gone in off there. But no, this is a good chance.
7.
Been very rare he's been at the table so far.
12.
So let's see if we can finish off the job. Well, not really finish off the job. There's still plenty of reds at the table to be disposed of.
21.
This is a bit awkward. Gonna have to hope that shots played at the right pace, and good pace there to be fair. Good shot.
24. 31.
He's got no option but to play into the reds next time out.
32.
And I think that's exactly what he'll do. Nope.
He won't be too happy with his position here.
39.
Just a safety then. Where's that red going? Oh, I thought he potted that then.
Mark Allen.
Smart
39.
safety though. Not quite got the snooker, and I think we might as well, especially given them a 3-0 up, might as well go for this half chance, and it's there.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, it was certainly worth a go, wasn't it?
1.
We're going to play in a style that I'm not always a fan of,
That's what he
but
was going for, and he's played it well.
there was no real chance after the colour of getting on a red, so
1.
we'll use Mark Allen to help us out. But that is a very good escape there.
It's a really good escape and a great result.
But
Well,
there's
it
certainly a
goes
half chance on
on a
this red.
chance.
It's tricky. But it's dropped.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous pot. 1.
So we're back in again in the 4th frame. It's not going to be tricky from here by any means. Sorry, it's not going to be easy from here. Not going to be tricky from here. What a cocky comment. It's not going to be easy from here. But we have got a chance of going 4-0 up. A result that at the start of the video we could have only ever dreamed of. But look at where this cue ball's ended up. Oh, we overhit that. We overhit that quite significantly. So we're going to apply the safety on the black and just hope that we don't leave a red on, but that was quite possibly the worst shot we could have played. Oh dear.
Neil Robertson.
So we're not playing perfectly. Some cracks starting to appear, but this isn't the easiest shot. He's gone for the safety. And you have to say, why? Because again, we've presented him with 2 chances in this frame. And he's obviously just not got the confidence to take either of them, but we'll take that.
Brilliant. Simply brilliant.
Well, if Mark Allen doesn't want to win the frame, then we'll certainly go for it.
1.
This has been our weakest frame so far. Can't beat ourselves up about it. It's obvious in a best of 11 that you're going to play the odd weak shot. Certainly the
6.
odd weak shot. Usually a lot of weak shots. Okay. Well, we're going to leave that next red.
7.
And, well, I'll try and get him a bit of trouble again.
Well, he's going for the snooker.
Go for the green and the cannon behind on the yellow. Don't know if you can see this. Don't think you can. No.
Let's see what happens here.
What's he playing that angle for?
7.
Well, he's got out of that. Fair play to him, but the result isn't really deserved after the effort he took to get out of that. That was fantastic. But we'll take the pot, thank you.
Nice position on the
Feel a bit sorry for him there because that was a brilliant escape of 3 cushions. But
Playing for the right corner here.
I know the feeling when you're not in form, when it's not happening for you, it's really not happening for you. But it's not all over yet in this frame because the colours aren't exactly in the best position.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's not bad. I wouldn't say it's perfect. 6.
Oh, would you believe that? Tried to get this behind the pink, which we did, but we've left the green, but he's just playing a safety himself. And he's left it pretty well in the same position it was last time. A second chance saloon. This is more like it. Yeah, it's a good shot.
Yup, nicely done. He'll be aware
Very close though. Mark Allen does lead this frame, remember. He's got out the snooker. Where is the green ball going? Left it over the pocket. That's harsh. Thought he might have potted it at one point. But again, this is going to be a safety battle once again with the brown because that's not in a position that you can certainly get to from here. So,
that could have finished a little better.
Might be an idea just to
3.
try and get this moved a little bit in the direction of the pink. But this is tight. If this goes wrong, it could be the frame for Mark Allen. Well, we've played that too hard. But it's right on the cushion. It does leave an awkward shot, but
This looks safe to me.
one that you'd have to say Mark Allen will probably pot. Well, it reckons it's left it safe, and Mark Allen thought so too. And where's the brown ball going to drop? He's left a tempter along the cushion. Again, another shot that could go wrong.
Challenging shot along the cushion.
Looks okay.
That's a
Oh, it's there. What a
wonderful
pot.
4.
But once again, you're going to have to play this with a lot of power to get on the pink. Maybe play that with too much power. But just the pink needed to have a perfect start to this session. No worries about where we're going to position for the black. We don't need the black. We just need this pink. So it's nice and soft.
Just the pink ball.
And this
now.
pot puts us in at the mid-session interval with a lead of 4 frames to 0. Quite incredible.
15.
Try the black for good measure as well, but this has been quite an unbelievable start And in the next episode, hopefully, we will finish off the job.
And the frame, Neil Robertson.
And that is
What
the
a start
frame.
this has been.
Well played.
Absolutely fantastic. But,
And the fifth frame, Mark Allen.
well, we'll let Mark Allen break. I've always been a bit fearful since that glitch we had in Season 2 when it went back to 0-0 that not letting the player break or whatever might cause a glitch. I know it doesn't, but that's another good chance for us in the fifth frame. But you guys will be able to see that in the next part, which will be coming out in a few days. So if you have enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like down below. A brilliant start for us, but who knows, we'll take a bit of a break now, you know, to resemble real life. I'm not going to play right after because we are in good form and it seems to go against the spirit of the game, really, to play on straight away. But brilliant, absolutely brilliant start, much more than we could have hoped for. I mean, Mark Allen, I don't know who won this tournament in Season 1, actually. I think it might have been Selby. I think it might have been Mark Selby. But either way, I think it's one of those top two. So they'll lose a lot of money from this tournament. It's very interesting Season 3 now that the rankings are taking hold from the actual winnings that have occurred in game. But yeah, next episode, I think that's one that you guys are all going to enjoy. Should be Titanic. Mark Allen might start his comeback, or we might finish it off. Can we get a whitewash? That would be a tremendous result. But if you guys have enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like down below, comment your thoughts as well, and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on a Sunday. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I've been TIJ Gaming. Stay safe and take care, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye for now.